On the rim of a canyon out here at Comanche National Grassland. It's about a half hour before sunrise. Had a couple of down days where the dogs haven't hunted, so they're a little wound up. It's going to get warm today, so we're going to try and get out here right at first light, get some miles in, and see what we can see. Should be an interesting hike. First time I've been here in a cool looking area, so we'll put some miles on. You guys ready? Yeah. Find our way down. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Really cool looking up here. We're going down there by that creek. So we were looking, this rim's got a pretty substantial drop, which I could probably boulder down, but the dogs can't get down. Stay there, Hawk. Come around here. So I've just kind of been looking for an access point down to get into the canyon here. I guess we haven't been able to, but you know, here's a prime example of proper use of a cairn. Somebody had marked this spot right here, and there was another one up there. And so I was looking, and it looks like, if you look real close here, we can get the steps down right here into the bottom, and the dogs will be able to get there too. Might be the only way into this canyon from this little access point. So proper use of a cairn. That was a way bigger drop than I expected. It didn't look like that even from up there. But you can see the trail running down here on the bottom. And the trailhead for this canyon is up to the north a little bit still. And really, I wanted to avoid that trailhead because it's a weekend and there's going to be traffic coming across that trailhead. So this jump down the canyon rim, which was definitely a jump down the canyon rim, gives us a little advantage and a jump on the trailhead and get out in front of people. And that way we don't have to worry about screwing around with people and shotguns. You can see the creek running out here, but of course you can see that trail as well. And the trail's really pretty blazed, so we're going to go over there towards that creek bed, which is where I would expect maybe we can find some quail in the cover around over there. So here we go. It's a really good amount of cover down in here. Of course, it's very dry, so sensing conditions are going to be difficult, but target species would be scaled quail. So, as most of you may know, scaled quail don't play very fair. They like to run quite a bit. It's cool out. The reason we're out first thing this morning is because it's headed into the 60s today. So, besides wanting to get out in front of everybody, there will be a crowd coming in here walking that trail. Really, we left the truck at 6:30, and we want to get up here, get to hunting, and then I have to watch my watch. The plan is to be out of here by 10. Part of that is just for the dogs' sake with me. The other part of that is probably hasn't been cold enough to hole up all the snakes just yet. So I don't like to chance that a lot. Being from the Midwest, we don't get a whole lot of opportunity to snake train. And so I try not to push that a whole lot when we get out here in snake country. The dogs seem to have some interest. I just acting free. Dogs acting free, so
empty hearts and neon lights.
one of the things you've got to be aware of out here when you're off trailing. A lot of this kind of desert area starts looking very similar, especially when you're not from around here. So you've got to really pay attention to your landmarks. And when you leave the first light, those landmarks start changing as light comes up. So I keep looking over my shoulder back to where we came from to make sure I've got in my head what my starting point looks like, and you can kind of see. We look back there, actually, that's where we came out, and it looks totally different now. We're dropped in, so I have to keep that in my mind. Make sure I keep track of that. But get walking. Yeah. Okay, bud? Need my help? Alright. So this is kind of a new type of country for me to hunt. Hunted desert quail before, and most of the time in those scenarios I'm in this cholla cactus pretty solid. The interesting part about this canyon is obviously it's got a creek running over there in the bottom, and it's got some moisture, so there's a lot more foliage in it than what I've hunted other desert quail in. But you just don't know until you put boots on the ground in a place whether or not it's going to be good for birds or not. But certainly it's pretty, at least while it's cool. I don't think this would be a place I'd want to visit in the summer. I bet it's hotter than Hades out here. All right, let's go. Hunt them up. So part of the really cool part of hunting this area of Comanche National Grasslands is right here. I'm down in here with my shotgun trying to hunt birds, but this is one of the few places in the world, in this country specifically, where you can see fossilized dinosaur tracks. So these prints down in here where hawks running around, those are dinosaur tracks. They're sauropods, or large vegetarian, and there's supposed to be two tracks. I think those are the big paths going that direction, and then the other tracks are tracks of meat eaters or prey dinosaurs. So super cool. That's part of the reason I wanted to hunt in here. Yeah, we wanted to find some birds, but really I want to see these tracks up close and personal. So we're going to go down in here and look. And again, part of the really cool part about this is this is national grassland, so it's managed for mixed use. So it's just super rare that you come around a place like this where you've got this really cool fossilized history, and at the same time I can be in here hunting. So I just found that to be a really interesting juxtaposition, if you will. Yeah, so here's kind of the where we are, but also tells you what these were. They're Brontosaurus and Allosaurus. It tells you kind of the facts about them. Pretty cool. And then here's my little Allosaurus. So Don't ride your bikes. Don't pour plaster. We're not going to do any of that. We are going to walk down here with shotgun though, just to kind of see it. And that's the other reason we got up first thing, got here at first light, because I wanted to be down here before there were other people screwing around down in here. And that's really for them too. In that, you know, a lot of people probably not real sure about the hunting regs down in here. But we're going to go down here and look at these tracks. So check these out. These would be the Brontos. The Brontosaurus tracks are right here. They're, watch out, about a foot deep and depression wise. And they're just going across this flat. And let's keep going this way. And here's another set of them. This is a bigger set. About the size of an extra large pizza. Around. So way cool. It's pretty sweet too. This is pretty sweet right here. You can see this would be the Allosaur. You can see its toes. This would be a toe print right here. My hand and Ida right here, but you can see the prints. It looks like there's another really good impression right up here. Yeah, check that out. Right there, Ida standing right next to it. That's got to be a Brontosaurus coming across here. Look at those impressions. The weird part is it must be a front and a back as they're walking, so that's where you get the close impressions. I wonder what the stride is. It's probably there to there, and then the backs come in here. We're dinosaur hunting, folks. We're out here dinosaur hunting, and there's another Allosaurus track. Oh, here's a couple of good ones right here. Look at these. Look at those. Look at the prints. Ida's tracking it. That's bad to the bone right there. That, you can see the nail right there. My foot's in it. So, again, super cool. And I can't tell you how cool it is to be able to come up here and see these tracks and be able to hunt while we're doing it. It's just one of the few places you can, you know, there's lots of national forest land where there's kind of artifact stuff that you can get into, and Native American artwork on cliffs and whatnot. But man, look at those dinosaur tracks. That's just too cool. Man, is that cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. I want to get a couple pictures here with the dogs. Absolutely wonderful morning, and about time for us to turn back because of the heat. You ready to go back, Hawk? So the temperature's coming up, sun's getting higher, and we have kind of hit our time limit. It's about 8:30 now, so we've been out since 6:30. We were hunting into the wind as we were coming west, and we could hunt this bottom back out. The dogs never got super birdie, and I didn't see any. When you're in the sandy stuff, what I'm doing is I'm looking for bird prints. You know, I want to see quail size bird prints to validate that we're kind of in the right spot. And it's dry enough, you can see, if you look at this tracks here, now we're on the path out, but if you look at the tracks, you can see that if there were birds running through stuff out there, you've got to see tracks. I didn't see any tracks. The dogs never got crazy birdie. So we're going to save energy and just stay on the path and get out of here. But really cool to see that. If you're in Comanche National Grassland or in southeast Colorado, you want to see the largest dinosaur track site in the country, then you should come here. Now, maybe not jump off the canyon like we did. Probably not the best path from the trailhead which isn't terrible to get to. I wouldn't probably come down in there if it'd been raining a lot, but from the actual trailhead, not where we parked, from the actual trailhead, this track site is 5.3 miles, but as you can see, it's pretty easy walking. It's flat, so worth the trip, just because you just don't see it anywhere else, and it's really stunning country. So I would recommend coming out here for that, if not for anything else. Maybe not the best bird hunting country, but you never know until you get boots on the ground. I'm probably birds out there somewhere. We did see a deer, saw a bunch of cool, I believe they're western bluebirds. There's a whole pack of them. I imagine they're probably getting ready to bail out and head south, but we're getting ready to bail out too. So we're going to try and find our exit plan up here, look for our path off of the main path, try and identify our landmarks, and we probably got to walk 4. Our average walking speed probably through that's 2 miles an hour, so we probably walked a total of 4. So it'll take us about an hour and a half probably to get back out, because we're walking the path, so we can go a little bit faster. And then by then it will be 10 o'clock and it will be too hot, too snaky. So off we go. You ready? Coming to our landmarks, I recognize them, where our trail spur is, to climb out to the top of the canyon up there. That lip from down here doesn't look that tall. It looks like you'd just be able to climb right up out, but we explored that whole edge, and it's anywhere from a 25 to 40 foot drop. So my landmarks, as I was walking in, I was looking at that flat top out there. So I had that kind of marked as our trailhead was across from that, and then this set of old fence posts. So I know that my trail to get out of here, which is a very specific trail, it starts right here, and Hawk's on it right now. So all we got to do is get out to the rim now safely, back to the truck, and get hydrated. But we'll try and climb up out of here. I'll give you an update in the sketchy part up here, just so you can see exactly how challenging it is. We have arrived at the only place out of here. Cubby, come. Come here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Up, stay. Get back, stay. Stay. Hot, come. Here. Come here. Hey. Good boy, stay. The only way out of here. Get back. Get back, go. Unload the shotgun. Set it up here. Let's get out of here. And it's just barely, like, I struggle to get out. That's the only way on this rim. And then we gotta go up this crack. Hawk scare. Go, go. Up that crack. Go. Good girl. Good boy. Alright. I will leave you the coordinates for this in case you're ever here and want to get down here and cut off 3 miles off from the trailhead. This is it.